What's good, YouTube? We're back with our final video in our comp squad series. This is going to be the comp point guard build, a la Allen Iverson, CP3, Isaiah Thomas, the original. But without further ado, let's get right into this video. You already know, first name, last name doesn't matter. For the position, we're going with the point guard. Handedness also doesn't matter. I'm a lefty, so I usually always go lefty. Jersey number is the same thing. It doesn't matter. Whatever you want to do with that. For the height, we're going to come down to 5'11". For the weight, we're also going to come down to 173. And then for the wingspan, we're going to bring that down to 5'11". So he's going to be 5'11", 173 pounds. The minimum wingspan, the body shape, that's whatever you want to do. I still believe it doesn't have any type of effect on the play. It's just pure cosmetics. But if you want, go compact. Allegedly, it helps you get around screens. I don't know. And now for the attributes. What really matters. Stamina, we're bringing that up to 95. And I know we usually go with the 90 stamina for our builds, but because this is gonna be the point guard, he's gonna be doing a lot of dribbling, a lot of speed boosting, a lot of speeding around the court. We're gonna give him a little bit extra, only going 95, so that when we do get that +4 from Gym Rat, it should be at a 99. And like the experts say, you can't go over in the attributes with the Gym Rat or any type of takeover or anything like that, so there's no point in going max, in my opinion. For the vertical, we're gonna bring that to 45. Strength, we're not gonna touch that at all. Acceleration and speed, we're maxing out both of those bad boys. So you'll have a 94. Again, you'll get the +4 from Gym Rat. That brings you up to a 98 in both of those, which is pretty decent. That's definitely gonna help you keep up with all the speedy 5'8" and 5'9" guard builds. Now, defensively, for the defensive rebounds, the offensive rebounds, and the blocks, we're not touching any of that. This build will be nowhere near the paint that he should have anything in those. Block-wise, he doesn't need that. We have a whole 3 other builds that play that style. Definitely our comp center, definitely our comp power forward, and the comp small forward has a little bit of block in his build. So we don't need any of those 3 stats. What we will put up on the defense, though, is his steals. We're gonna bring that up to 90. So you'll have gold pickpocket and Hall of Fame interceptor if you want to go that route. And then we're going to bring up his perimeter defense. We're going to put that at an 84. So now we have gold clamps as well. And he should definitely be able to stay up with his mans. He shouldn't be guarding the primary ball handler anyway. So he's going to be on like the secondary, tertiary ball handler. So in that role, he should be fine. Especially if you guys are running a zone of some sort, then he's definitely going to be good to go. You don't have nothing to worry about. Interior defense, we're not going to touch. And so that'll give us 20 defensive badges, which is way more than enough that you're going to need. You could get your clamps, your interceptor, pick dodgers, all those should be able to, you should be able to max those out. And you could probably put a little something into a ball stripper or off-ball passer or menace if you want to. Now, for where this build is going to shine is playmaking. We're putting his speed with ball up to a 92, and that's going to give us access to that Hall of Fame quick first step, which we definitely want on this build because he's doing all of our ball handling, and we want him to kill his man whenever he gets the opportunity to. Likewise, we're going to put his ball handling at a 96. And his pass accuracy is going to go all the way up to 90. So he's not going to have that Hall of Fame dimer, but with a 90, he should definitely be able to get the ball around, move it. And as you can see, we have 35 playmaking badges, so you will be able to get whatever badge combination that you want at the playmaker. And I will be going into my badge recommendations later on in this video, so stay tuned for that. So moving on to the shooting, we're putting his free throws up to 89. We're going to put his 3-point shooting, maxing that out at a 99. He's gonna be the only guy on our team with the 99 threes, so he's get access to that Hall of Fame blinders. That's been OP so far this 2K season. And then for his mid-range, we're going with a smooth 89. So that'll give us 36 shooting badges. And just like with playmaking, you have more than enough shooting badges to be able to get whatever type of combination is that you're looking to get. Only thing that you are missing out as far as the Hall of Fame goes for the shooting badges is that Hall of Fame difficult shots. And if you play this game right, you're rarely taking difficult shots anyway. And the difficult shots, from my recollection, it only kicks in on the mid-range, and we're looking for threes with this build, so it's all good. And then lastly, we're coming up here to finishing. We're skipping over post control, standing dunks, and we're gonna put our driving dunks to the 65. So this way, we have access to the best dunk animation, which is the quick drop off one. You need a 65 driving dunk and a 35 vertical in order to get access to this dunk. So this guy will definitely have that. So if you do beat your mans off the screen and the center does not want to come up and pick you up, he's playing games, you just drop it off with this. That's the only dunk that you need in this game, really, especially in this build or at the point guard position. Driving layups, we're not touching that because like we said, we're going for that driving dunk anyway. If we do lay it up, it's gonna be super duper wide open. Like there's nobody, you got a fast break and it's just you. So I mean, you should be able to make that anyway. So with our last couple of points, we're gonna put it into the close shot, get that up to a 62. And this is gonna be our comp point guard build, yo. In my opinion, this is the best point guard build that you can make in the game. So just to recap, we went with the 95 stamina, so that when you do get that gym rat, it'll bump it up to a 95, which is the absolute max that you can get your stats to anyway in this game. For the vertical, we went with the 45, just so we're able to get the 65 driving dunk. Strength we didn't touch. You don't need strength on the guard builds anyway. Speed and acceleration, we maxed out both of those. Again, when you do get gym rat, because I highly recommend you get that gym rat badge, that'll bring both speed and acceleration up to 98. Defensively, we get 20 badges. We didn't touch rebounds at all, offensively or defensively. Our guy in both of those situations is either getting back on defense or starting out the break. So he would never be in the paint. If he is, that's a problem. And you should talk to your point guard if he is in the paint. Block wise, again, he's not in the paint. If he's guarding a guy and the guy does somehow beat him into the paint, he's gonna need some help. And he shouldn't be on the lead guard on the other team anyway. Steals, we got it to 90. So we have access to gold, pickpocket, Hall of Fame interceptor. So when you guys are running that zone with this complete squad, you're catching any errant or foolish passes that the other team is making, especially if you're running that 2-3, because in the rec center, the 2-3, people have a lot of issues stopping that. I'll probably make a video on that in the near future. Perimeter defense, we got it to 88. Remember, the perimeter defense only really tied to your lateral quickness, so you don't really have to go too crazy with that. But with this build, you will have access to the gold clamps. Interior defense, again, we're never gonna be in the paint, or we should not be in the paint, I should say. So we have no reason to put that up whatsoever. Playmaking wise, you have access to 35 badges, and with the speed with ball, we went with a 92, so we get that Hall of Fame quick first step. Ball handling, we went with a 96, and pass accuracy went with a 90, so that we have those 35 playmaking badges. If I took anything away from any of those categories, we would have bumped it down to 34, so I feel like this right here is the perfect combination or mixture of badges. You're definitely getting any ball handling animations that you want in the game at 96, so you don't have to worry about that. With the pass accuracy, you can see you don't get Hall of Fame on some of the badges, but quite frankly, you don't really need that. I mean, let's be serious. 2K22, everybody can shoot, so you don't need Hall of Fame, dimer. Needle threader, I mean, I would like to get that Hall of Fame, but the way I constructed this build, it's just not gonna happen. And I think that this build is definitely gonna be able to, and I definitely think that this build is gonna be pretty damn nice without that. So we should be good to go. Shooting wise, you get 36 badges. And like I said earlier, you get access to Hall of Fame on every badge except for difficult shots, which only activates in the mid-range. And shooting wise, we went with an 89 free throw, 99 maxed out 3-point shot. So we get that Hall of Fame blinders. And then as far as the mid-range go, we went with an 89, which is way more than enough to hit your mid-range shots. And then finishing-wise, this is where I think this build actually does shine. We didn't touch the post control. Standing dunks, we couldn't do anything with that anyway. Driving dunks, we got up to a 65. So ideally, when you are ISOing or hitting those picks, those screens that your bigs are setting, you can just run right into the rim. You can just run right into the paint. And where most people who make these type of builds, they put their layups up or they don't put nothing into finishing, so they have a good chance of getting blocked by anybody virtually on the other team. We're gonna have access to that quick drop off one, which is the most OP dunk in the game, I think, because it's not getting blocked. It's not. You'll more than likely get foul called than for it to get blocked, so that's a plus. The driving layups 45. Again, we're not trying to driving layups anyway. And the close shots is 62. So if you are under the basket, you can throw it up there and it should go in. But that's the attributes. Let's go over now, see what these takeovers is looking like, and then we'll get right into my badge recommendations for this build. So for the primary takeover, personally, I would recommend limitless range, extend your shooting abilities way beyond the 3-point line. This badge just makes you more and more of a threat, so it's like a no-brainer to me. I would definitely put something into this. I would definitely put this up. Now for your second takeover, I like pull-up precision, provides significant boost to well-timed jump shots taken off the dribble. It just depends on what they consider shots taken off the dribble. Like, do I have to do like a dribble pull-up or something like that? Or can I just do my regular standing shot and it still activates? If that's the case, then I would definitely go with this. But if it had to be a dribble pull-up, then I'm gonna probably double down and go with 2 limitless ranges or something like that. So for the purposes of this video, we'll go with pull-up precision based off of the thought that it's gonna be activated on shots taken after a dribble move is initiated. Not that I have to be doing a dribble pull-up or something like that. And then when you put all that together, you got a playmaking shot creator, of course. I mean, that's like the #1 build in 2K. A la Mark Price, Mike Conley, Darius Garland. All 3 of those are great point guards. More so traditional-esque, but like I said at the beginning of the video, I see this build as a Allen Iverson, Isaiah Thomas, Chris Paul type of build. The small guy who runs the show, hit shots, dribble, break his mans down. And he has that 65 drive and dunk, so you're gonna be able to do those quick drop off of one. But with all of that out the way, let's get right into these badge recommendations, right? So for our badge recommendations, as far as finishing goes, have to go fast twitch, limitless takeoff, slithery, and unstrippable as your last one. Personally, I don't see why you would throw anything into Lob City Finisher, Putback Boss, or Pro Touch, as you more than likely have your layup timing off, so Pro Touch doesn't matter to you. Putback Boss, there's absolutely no reason to get that. And Lob City Finisher, you're the one who's throwing the lob, so you don't need that. So this was kind of a no-brainer. Fast twitch, unstrippable, limitless, and slithery. Shooting badge wise, you already know we have to go blinders. I'd probably look at Circus 3s, but I would only put it at gold for right now, based off the number of badges we have. If you went to college, got that extra 4, maybe you would put it at Hall of Fame. Or if you're getting the +1s and putting those into your shooting, maybe put it into Hall of Fame. But for the purposes of this video, I'm only gonna go with a gold in that. Stop and pop, almost no-brainer, has to be Hall of Fame. Mismatch Expert is another one that's a no-brainer. I don't know too much about Hot Zone Hunter. Personally, I would say put Hot Zone Hunter at a gold. You have so much going shooting-wise that you don't really need this at Hall of Fame, but if you wanted to Hall of Fame it, I understand. But I would put it at gold, maybe even not even put it on, or put it at a silver or something like that. Limitless spot up, y'all already know we have to get that up. Sniper, that's another one we have got to get up. Even though we don't really need this as well, because our shots is so OP, 99 threes. I mean, do we really need to get snipers? But it's not easy for everybody to time their jumpers, so I would say throw something into that. Even if you don't want to Hall of Fame it, I would say to do that based off of your confidence and your abilities to time your jump shot. If you feel super confident and you don't want to put nothing into this, understandable. If you're not confident at all in your jump shot, or you're just now learning a new jump shot, then put it up. It's up to you. And then with our last 4 badge points, I would look at a rhythm shooter or a chef. Probably go 3 chef, 1 rhythm for now. And then after college, I'd put rhythm up to gold, and then I would have 1 left over, so I don't know what I would do with that 1, but I would figure it out. I mean, it would easily be to Hall of Fame chef out if I had the 1 extra from college plus the 1 from last season. That's 2, so we put it right here. But that's up to you guys to play around with. But I would probably more than likely recommend, highly actually, recommend that you put your +4 into shooting. Playmaking badge wise, bullet passer, you already know that has to be Hall of Fame. Dimer, we're gonna gold that out. I told y'all I like needle threader, so I would put that at a gold. Quick first step, must have. Tight handles, I think you can get away with a gold. Same thing for handle for days. If you have the gym rat badge, you already know you get that extra turbo meter. And then if you either buy Gatorade or you get Gatorade from the daily rewards, you get a 2nd turbo boost. So you don't really need to Hall of Fame handle for days. If you wanted to, I know most people will, I'll do it for this video, but I would go gold, silver, depending on what my extra turbo meter is looking like and how many dribble moves. If I'm a dribble god, one of those type of people, then yeah, you go with it more. But if you're just 1-2 dribbles and make your move, then gold should be fine. And then that leaves us with 8 playmaking badges. So you probably go gold, stop and go. Hyperdrive, I'd only put at bronze. And then it's between quick chain and space creator. So for right now, this is what my playmaking badges would look like. I wouldn't really put anything into glue hands because we're most of the time the ones passing the ball. So we don't really need that extra boost to our speed of catching and shooting the ball. Bailout, we shouldn't be taking bad shots, so we don't really need that, but you can put 1 into that. And you definitely gonna need some type of unpluckable. So maybe take handles for days down, take that one out of Space Creator, and then it looks like this. So you have the gold bullet passer, hyperdrive at bronze, quick chain at gold, which I might even bring that down some just to get this stop and go up a little bit more. Quick first step, of course, we have to Hall of Fame that. Needle threader, you could probably bring that down. That's where you could probably go to save some badge points at and just make smarter passes and hope that they don't get stolen and accepted. Dimer's another one you could probably save some badge points on. Everybody has +4 from our Hall of Fame floor general guys. You really don't need Dimer that much, but that's something you would think about. Personally, I would take handle for days down to a silver, but that's because I'm not a dribble god. And I would look to put something into Space Creator and to get my stop and go up. But when it comes to the playmaking badges, that's all the way up to you guys. Defensively, you already know. Pickpocket, high as you can get it. Gold, interceptor, we're getting that all the way up. And clamps, these are the must-have badges. Now you can put something into your pick dodger, go 4 and have 2 left over, like an off-ball pass. Me personally, I say screw pick dodger, get you a hustler, and maybe 1 into ball stripper. And this is what I would do with my defensive badges. Pickpocket, gold, clamps, gold, interceptor, Hall of Fame. Those are the must-haves. Then after that, you can play around with your points. But that's gonna do it for not only this video, that's gonna do it for this series. We have all 5 of our comp squad positions, from the comp center to the comp meta power forward, comp meta lockdown small forward, the comp meta sharp shooting guard, and now you have the comp / meta point guard. If you haven't checked out those videos, I'm gonna have the playlist linked at the end of this video. Go ahead, check them out, and then just let me know down in the comment section what you think about the builds, what you would change. I'm sure everybody has their opinions for the shooting badges or the playmaking badges, especially for this build. So definitely let me know what y'all think about that. I would love to hear from you guys. And till the next time we speak, y'all, lucky out, y'all. Peace.